Although the January transfer window slammed shut exactly 7 days ago, news broke on Monday that Chelsea were set to make a significant acquisition to their squad. While not a player, the Blues look set to appoint the former New Zealand rugby team's mental skills coach Gilbert Enoka to their background staff. Transfers are of course still present in the minds of Todd Boehly and company despite 7 new players arriving at Stamford Bridge in January, with another 2 set to join ahead of the 2023-24 season. Joining David Raya and Jordan Pickford on the goalkeeper shortlist looks set to be Porto's Diogo Costa, who is also a target of Manchester United. Brighton star Kaoru Mitoma continues to impress, and many big clubs could be looking at signing him in the summer with a fresh claim he could be available for £30 million. Outgoings are also being discussed with N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic linked with exits. Trevoh Chalobah can now be added to that list, with Inter eyeing the defender as one possible replacement for Milan Skriniar. João Felix permanent transfer boost. Despite playing just 58 minutes, João Felix showed on his debut against Fulham exactly what Chelsea were missing after many drab attacking performances in the first half of the season. The Atletico Madrid loanee was sharp on the half-turn and provided a number of incisive runs and touches. However, his first appearance in blue was marred significantly by his red card, with Chelsea going on to lose 2-1. The Portugal international served the final match of his 3-game suspension last weekend and is therefore available for Chelsea this weekend, where they take on West Ham in the Premier League. Fortunately for Graham Potter, during Felix's ban he has been able to call on Raheem Sterling, Mykhailo Mudryk and Noni Madueke, 3 names not in the squad at Craven Cottage, and now Felix can once again join that attacking list for the Blues' trip to the London Stadium on Saturday. Felix can also make his Champions League debut for the club against Borussia Dortmund after being added to their knockout stage 25-man squad alongside fellow winter signings Mudryk and Enzo Fernandez, with Benoit Badiashile a major omission. Graham Potter takes careful approach with Chelsea star amid praise for surprise January transfer. His blonde locks weren't quite so refined. Neither was his talent. Yet the 17-year-old wearing the number 91 shirt for Shakhtar Donetsk still caught the eye on his professional debut, which came from the substitutes bench in the Ukrainian Cup against Olympic Donetsk. The player in question was Mykhailo Mudryk, and few could have envisaged the trajectory of the winger's career that October night in 2018. Mudryk was still at the start of his football journey, and his experience of life in the Shakhtar first team was fleeting. It's why he joined Arsenal Kiev on loan later that season. But the winger made an impression on Paulo Fonseca, the Portuguese coach who spent 3 years in charge of the Portuguese Giants before leaving for Roma in 2019. He was only with us for 4 or 5 weeks but is a player with a lot of qualities, and he's very fast, recalled Fonseca, who is now in charge at Ligue 1 side Lille. Fonseca departed ahead of the following campaign, and Mudryk made only 3 senior appearances for Shakhtar. He spent the first half of the 2020-21 season with Desna Chernihiv and again was handed only 3 outings on his return to his parent club. There was still little indication he would blossom into a player that Chelsea would pay a guaranteed £62 million to sign. But then came rapid progress. Mudryk registered 11 goal involvements in 19 matches during the 2021-22 season, which was curtailed at its midway point following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And during the first half of this term, the 22-year-old went up a level once more. Subscribe to our channel, like and comment on what news you want me to bring.